Hey friends, welcome to July 2025 episode of Hope Talks. I'm thrilled that we can connect back here on YouTube, and if you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you. My name is Davina Burafine and I create content of hope here on YouTube. Let's connect this month, and I hope that as we chat and as you listen to these episodes that you find the one true source of hope, the endless supply of hope that is found in Jesus. So let's chat, my friend. One of the passages in the Bible that I have been coming back to over and over in my life is found in the book of Philippians. So it's in Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. It says, "Don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, with prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, make your requests known to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus." I have found myself in seasons that cause great anxiety, coming back to this verse over and over again and trying to apply it literally in my life. And I found it so helpful to follow it, to really do what it tells me to do. It says, don't be anxious. And if you read that from a tone of someone who is admonishing you, it doesn't really strike the tone which is written. It's like, if I read it in the tone of a man who's standing safely on the shore and telling the drowning man, don't drown. It's kind of hard to even think that it matters or it affects you as you are drowning and spinning out of control. But to me, when I read it, I see God as the rescuer who is in the waters with me. And as I am finding myself spinning out of control or drowning in a sea of anxiety, and finding Him beside me, grabbing me and putting me on a sure foundation and saying, don't drown. I find as I read this in that same tone to say, don't be anxious about anything. Why? And what can I do about the anxiety that I have? And the next line it says, but in every situation, so no matter what situation you or I go through, here is the general guideline of what to do about it. It says, in every situation, in the situation that causes anxiety, by prayer and with petition, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. So God encourages a relationship with us where we can actually come to Him and talk to Him about the things that concern us. That is amazing in itself. Just imagine that the God of the universe is putting out an invitation that stands for all time, and it says, don't be anxious. When you are anxious, come to me with prayer and petition. Petition is such an old English word, and to me it speaks of going to someone and petitioning them because you know that they have the authority to do something about what you're talking to them about. So when you go to God and petition Him, He has the authority to do whatever you are asking Him to do. And it says, with prayer and petition, with thanksgiving. We've heard so much about the power of gratitude, the gratitude journal that changes the tone of the day for you. I think it originated from this passage in the Bible where it says, with a heart of thanksgiving. I find that when I start thanking God for the situations or thanking God for the things in my life in the situation that I'm going through, I realize that I am not abandoned by God, that I'm not forsaken by Him. I actually see that He is present in my life, and that even though the season that I'm going through is anxiety infested or is filled with trouble, God is not out of the picture. So I think Thanksgiving brings that perspective of knowing that God is always present in our lives. And it says with Thanksgiving, when you make your petition known to God, what happens is amazing. In exchange for our anxiety, in exchange for the things that trouble us, God's peace, the peace of God, comes and resides and sets up guard over our heart and over our minds. I don't know about you, but I find when I am anxious about things, I find myself spinning out of control, that sometimes my mind goes into a loop of anxiety, or my heart is just so troubled and heavy, and that when I come to God and put my petition in His hands, the peace that comes in exchange for that is amazing. It's easy to say this when you say, don't be anxious, talk to God in prayer, and the peace of God will come and set up a garrison over your life. But why would I talk to God? What is the purpose? Like, He is God of the universe. Isn't He busy with matters that are far greater than just things that trouble me? And the next passage that I find so amazing and so deeply grateful for is found in 1 Peter 5:7, where it says, "Cast all your cares on God, because God cares for you." Imagine that. Imagine that this great God of the universe, the God who is in control of things in the galaxy, in the universe, and things that are far greater than what our minds can even grasp. This God, He cares deeply and intimately about you and me. And so we can come to Him and we can actually cast all of our cares on Him. And in exchange for those cares, He gives us His peace. So I want to encourage you, my friend, that if you are going through a season that is anxiety-inducing, if you're going through a season that is causing you great concern, come to God and make your request known to Him. And after you've made your request known to Him with thanksgiving, give it to Him. Cast all of your cares on Him, because He cares for you. And in my own life, I have found that when I have done that, the way He cares for me is just awe-inspiring. He uses people to care for me. He uses circumstances to show He loves me and He's mindful of me. And He is a creative God, so He's not going to be stopped by any one thing. He's always eager and willing to show us the love He has for you, our love He has for us. So I hope, my friend, that encouraged you. And as you go through your life, I hope that you are always reminded of the care that God has for you. He cares for you. So until next month, I hope you have an awesome summer. And let me remind you again that God cares for you deeply, intimately, and uniquely. You are seen by God.